welcome to another video from the Timberprints UK YouTube channel. I wanted to make a video to talk about some of the ways that I've tried to promote the business since I started. I started Timberprints about 3 years ago, and it's not always been easy to generate sales and to generate some publicity for the company. One of the ways that I decided to try to promote my work was through celebrity endorsements, which isn't easy. I've sent probably hundreds of messages via social media, Instagram, Twitter, and you get very little response. People are really busy. They don't always have time to read emails and messages, and it can be quite a long, drawn out. Some of the responses I had to my messages were positive. I've had some really interesting conversations. Some, I wouldn't say negative, but as I say, people are just so busy and they get literally hundreds of messages offering free products. They just can't accept them all. So a lot of the time I just didn't get a response at all. Your message doesn't get read. I decided to start thinking outside the box, and instead of messaging celebrities and influencers directly, I decided to try to go through their management teams or agencies. Often they'll have their promoters listed on their Instagram bios. Sometimes you'll have to do a bit of digging on Google. Not everybody has the details readily available, some of them do. But I was watching TV one morning and I was watching the Lorraine show. I'd already messaged Lorraine on Instagram, but as I say, celebrities like Lorraine must get hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of emails and messages that they just can't possibly read them all and respond to them. So I found out who Lorraine's management team was, approached them, sent them an email, explained who I am and what a Timberprint is, and they agreed that I could send one to her. So I created a Timberprint of Lorraine's daughter, Rosie. I thought that's something that she might appreciate. Created it, enclosed a note within the Timberprint just to explain who I am, why I created the Timberprint, and left my contact details at the bottom of the letter. So I enclosed the letter, sent the Timberprint off to the management company, and hoped for the best, really. After a few days I sent them an email just to ask if they'd received the Timberprint, and to ask if they'd passed it on to Lorraine, and they said yep, she'd received the Timberprint and she loved it. So I thought it was really nice that, you know, she liked my work. But to be honest with you, I thought that was that. I didn't really think that I'd hear much else. So a while went by, and one day I received an email from Lorraine personally. It was a lovely email just thanking me for the Timberprint. She said that she loved it and that she'd already displayed it on the wall in her living room, which I thought was lovely. So I responded thanking her for taking the time to get in touch, and I also offered to create another Timberprint for her if she wanted at any point in the future. So she responded and said that it'd be lovely if I could create a Timberprint for her daughter Rosie of Rosie's dog Ruby. If anyone follows Rosie or Lorraine on Instagram, then they'll probably have seen pictures of Ruby the sausage dog on their social media. So I agreed to create the Timberprint of Ruby, but I asked Lorraine if I could hand the Timberprint to her personally. So she responded and agreed that I could take the Timberprint down to the television studios to meet her and have some photos. I made the trip down to London to meet Lorraine, to give her the timber print, and she was absolutely lovely. She was so welcoming, every bit as nice as she comes across on telly. Unfortunately, because it was in the height of the pandemic, I was unable to go for a tour around the studios, which was completely understandable. But we had some pictures taken, and I walked away with a nice goodie bag. The purpose of this video really is just to tell you that you can reach out to celebrities. You just need to be a bit tactical about the way you do it sometimes, and just be really aware that people are busy, and sometimes if they're not responding, it's not because they're being rude, they just don't have the time to read the messages. Sometimes people are just inundated with offers of products, they just can't accept them all. So you just need to be a bit realistic about your expectations, but go for it. Think outside the box, reach out to people, and you never know, you could get through to the right person, they'll accept your product and maybe even do a promotion for you. It's worth a shot. Thanks, Lorraine.